Simon on Rosecrans. Fucked up when you take historic streets in Compton and really all of Compton and you call it out of its name. You know, this is Rosecrans, Rose Cranberry, right? We're about to go up on Tejada Street, like you motherfuckers is Mexican. Right next door is Rancho Dominguez. Fuck, how come I ain't got no African names down there? Mr. Charlie, always slighting somebody. But anyway, what I want to discuss as I'm walking down to the store this morning is something that white people have always done. One thing I noticed that Charles Darwin liked to do was categorize stuff. You know, he would give names to species and whatever. And yeah, one of the things I learned in study and about anything in life is that perfection, really to do something perfect, is to consistently update, consistently make it better. You know, that would be the only way you would be able to categorize something properly, would be to just continually analyze and accept truth about it and really do the right thing. For me, that's always been follow God's direction. But I think what could be accepted universally, despite your faith, or if you have faith at all, would be just consistently update something based upon fact, based upon truth, based upon proper analysis, and the elimination of bias. So to go through that long explanation, what are black people really categorized as? You see, what are white people categorized as? Are we really getting to the core of our identity? Are we really basing it upon history or fact? Are we even going to the other party and saying, like, are you comfortable with this categorization? You know, throughout history, black people have been categorized as several things: mulatto, negroid, slave. I mean, the list goes on and on. And it's like, what is that based on? Did you even check with us about it? And now we are the African American, you know. Now that sounds okay, but walk up on a white person and go, you're a European American. Look at you. It's almost like saying, nigga, you don't belong here. Or like quoting exactly what Malcolm X said. You're an African who happens to be an American. So yeah, think about that. Next time you accept your racial classification, think about what the people who really control everything, white people, as we've seen with the non-election, that, okay, well, you European Americans, maybe you need to really fucking go home, because the indigenous, who were probably African or whatever the fuck you decided Africa was, were the people who were here first, and you have now just taken over some more shit and really pissed everybody off. Part of the reason why Simon can walk around freely with like all the weapons he has for like the last 20 years. I mean, you know, Mr. Charlie, think about it. When I was in Pasadena, I was walking around with the M4 and just, you know, and has anything really changed? You know, it's gotten worse because people are mad at you. And yeah, I'm trying to build some type of peace and, you know, talk about it, which is another thing white people don't honestly like to do. But when it gets to the point of where people want to see you get the shit kicked out of you on a train because you're throwing shit at people at the train and you're fucking with people. You know, you fuck with people everywhere. You know, you get on the train and you get to hear all this Spanish and they're just calling you out your name or really downgrading people. I mean, who wants to hear Spanish being spoken when you're rolling through Chinatown? Now it's Chinatown. Now, shouldn't Chinese, you know, but then that's also another way of slighting people who get on, you know, it's just how white people love to slight everybody. It's like, you know, and to me, I just became so numb to it because I grew up around them. And when people came to me like, no, they've been slighting you for like the last 30 years. I'm like, oh, really? Oh, I'll deal with this like how I used to when I was little. But is that really necessary? But when you have white people who have not grown up for centuries in this area and use it as a way of subordination and empowerment to the point of now overthrowing the greatest democracy that has ever existed in America, if it ever really was one. But Yeah, no, now it's time for you fuckers to go. So anyway, think about it. Trying to build peace. No, it ain't gonna happen. And if you really want to, Mr. Charlie, we can just catch that fade. I will fuck you up one more time like on that train. So, but there it is. Categorization. How white people categorizing stuff doesn't work because it is based upon bias, empowerment, and it's not perfected. If you really want to perfect something, you have to accept the truth. You have to really look at fact, and you have to keep redefining something in order to take things a step forward. You don't fit things within your parameters, your perspective to prove a point or to execute politics. But that is white people. They are classic for politics, which by their own definition is seeking power through illicit means. So I'm gonna say that one time again. You hear about, oh, someone's politicking, they're politicking, whatever. White people's own dictionary definition of politics is, I'm seeking power through illicit means. So right from jump, you want to empower yourself by doing the wrong thing. Not a good way to start, Mr. Charlie. Anyway, signing out, y'all. Talking about categorization and the truth about this Nazi world. Take care. On Rosecrans, loving it. We'll be sleeping out in the street soon in Compton due to politics, even though I made like almost $5,000 this month. Thank you for that one, fuckface. All right then, gone.